Strategy execution and performance management are two different things. Performance management is very, very well known. Everybody knows what it is, and it has to do with HR. It's owned by HR. It has to do with people's competencies. It has to do with how people perform within an organization. It has to do with performance evaluations, which are typically annual or biannual. Strategy execution is owned by leadership. It's about attaining goals. It's about attaining initiatives and sustaining growth in a company. Leaders own strategy execution. HR owns performance management. They get confused because, first of all, only 15% of organizations really have a strength around execution management. 85% of organizations don't. So what they do is they learn to turn to a process that's already in place, and it's owned by HR, and they have a strength area there. So they look to HR to handle the area of that, thinking it's managing performance. But the fact of the matter is HR does own that piece of it, but leaders are the one who will own setting a direction and achieving initiatives. Best-in-class companies have a process for strategy execution. That process is based in the fundamentals that for every key initiative or objective that they have for their sustainable growth is really a system of goals. Each goal is a system of projects. Each project is a system of tasks. So each person knows who's going to do what by when. That's on the front end. But throughout the course of the year, there's a monitoring process that's in place that is done on an individual basis between a manager and his employee. And that process of communication and feedback is something that needs to be sustained throughout the year. The way to do that is it has to be tied to the performance evaluation. There's two areas that have to be tied to it. One area is the person's progress on their goals. That has to be tied into their performance evaluation. The other is the manager and the employees maintaining the frequency of those meetings.